Hi guys, my name is Matt and welcome to my new channel. Today, I want to show you my passion project. My passion project is about designing an airdrop mechanism for my drone, inspired by the concept of drone delivery. In the process of achieving my goal, it has really been a nightmare for me, and I have felt frustrated many times. So no further talk, let's begin with it. For me, there are two main things to finish during the process. First, the mechanism, and the second, electric. I started with figuring out the software first because I think that is more important than the mechanism itself, and in this part I feel I was still in my comfort zone because it is really easy if you have some experience in using Betaflight. What I did first was enable the servo tab, then go to CLI and tell the flight controller that I want to use the pad for the LED strip for the servo signal. Next, I went to the servo tab that we had enabled earlier, found servo 1, and choose a channel on the controller for it. For me, I used this button right here. For the wiring, I connected the ground and 5V both to the pad for the LED, which caused a problem that I will talk about later.
Nice.
With the finish of the electro part, it was time for the fun part, designing the mechanism. I looked at a bunch of gripper ideas, narrowed them down, and finally settled on one design that I was excited about. A couple of days later, the first prototype was ready. On screen, looks amazing. In real life, not so much. The first problem is that my gripper have only one support point. The whole thing lifts unevenly. The second problem is that my servo was way too weak for heavier loads. Object just wouldn't stay balanced. I tried making the endpoint longer to keep the object in place, but the performance was still not good. Then I had a bigger issue. Since I wanted the gripper to handle all sorts of shapes and weights, the rotation angle needed to change every time. But with a fixed rotation angle, the servo kept trying to rotate even after it was fully clamped. That's when you hear this awful clicking sound. Basically, the flight controller was still sending rotation command while the servo was already under load. My solution? Swap the button for a rotary knob so I could control the servo angle manually. In theory, that is perfect, but in practice, it's not really a good idea. The knob signal wasn't precise enough, or maybe there was some delay. I even tried a servo with built-in current sensing that stopped the gripper when gripping an object. But I wasn't getting constant result of it. I moved on and redesigned the whole frame and changed to a bigger servo. Finally, it worked until I found out that the bigger servo pulled so much current that it shut down the flight controller mid-air. Yup, the drone just fell off the sky whenever the servo started working. I thought about powering it with an external battery and a receiver, but that would mean a second controller. That is way too clunky. After a lot of research, I found a better fix. Use a step-down module to power the servo directly and keep the signal wire connected to the flight controller. Problem solved. Boom. With that change, the system worked beautifully and feeling of relief. This project taught me way more than I expected, from electrical integration to mechanical design, and most importantly, how to keep pushing when things keep breaking. I thought this would take a few days. It took weeks and so many redesigns, but in the end, I got it working. And this is just the beginning. Next up, GPS navigation and more. Who knows? So, if you like this content, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.